Through injury and with time, Tennessee's DeSean Bishop found a new perspective, one that led to a deeper relationship with God. How even through adversity, Bishop remained steadfast in his belief that he's blessed and that he has the tools to be able to attack his redshirt sophomore campaign.
I cannot wait. It kind of wish it was here now.
Bishop's journey to Rocky Top wasn't a long one. A mere 30 minutes down the road, he was tearing it up at Carnes High School. There, he put up nearly 8,400 rushing yards and 102 rushing touchdowns on his career. Those marks ranked him second and third all-time in Tennessee high school football history. Now, despite those historic efforts, he was still surprised to get the opportunity to wear the orange and white.
It's crazy that I'm actually here and like I said, an opportunity to start for the Tennessee Volunteers, my home city. In high school, I never thought of this at all, especially as a freshman in high school or a junior or even freshman here. Never would think it would turn out this way.
His journey to becoming a scholarship player at Tennessee was a bit of a longer journey. Despite having offers elsewhere, he took a chance on himself and became a walk-on at Tennessee because he was hungry to prove to himself he could do it in the SEC.
Just felt kind of disrespected a little bit in that place because I know that that's not who I was, coming in here. So just more of just proving this to myself, that I can play at this level and do it at a high level.
His opportunity to prove that faced a lot of setbacks between being redshirted his freshman season, battling with injury, to battling with more injury the following fall camp. He finally got his opportunity to get his collegiate debut in that redshirt freshman season, where he shined against UT Chattanooga, taking 5 carries for 60 yards and a score. But he battled injury again, missing 3 straight games before returning to the field. And it was in that time where he was sidelined that he was able to find a new perspective on life.
I think that was a blessing, appreciating the game more because it can be going just like that, So I embrace every moment. It's just like it's walking in the classroom, walking in on the football field, just embrace that moment because I know how quickly it can be taken away from you.
It's important to make the right decisions, like when to go for it on 4th down, or when to kick the field goal or go for the touchdown. It's also important to make the right insurance decisions too. That's why my office, Trey McAdams State Farm, is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Our office will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect when the unexpected happens. With Trey McAdams State Farm, it's easy to make the right call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Proud sponsor of the Tennessee Vols.
That self-belief gave him the confidence to continue to bet on himself, that he would one day prove he could do it all at this level, and foregoing other opportunities would be worth it.
That's where your faith comes in, You have a lot of people saying, are you, you think this will actually work out, But just believing that I can do it, and I've done it at such a high level and going to continue to do it at a high level.
That self-belief has helped Bishop keep the confidence and focus, and it's starting to pay off. That, combined with his experience in the system, has his running backs coach, Darrell Sims, excited for what's ahead.
I think DeSean has grown tremendously in terms of the mental aspect schematically. He understands the system inside and out and understands if this situation comes up, here's the adjustment off of that.
A goal Bishop set for himself before stepping foot on campus has officially been realized. After his first full season on Rocky Top, he finished his redshirt freshman season with 74 carries, a trio of touchdowns, plus a receiving one, and 455 rushing yards. All of that led to him officially becoming a scholarship player earlier this spring.
That's kind of why I still work the way I do, because I'm trying to be great. And I believe one day that when my football career is over, that I'll look back and it'll all pay off.
That belief and spirit about Bishop are qualities Sims truly appreciates about his running back and strengthens his belief that Bishop belongs in the SEC.
I think the biggest deal when you look at DeSean is his heart, number one. He's rooted in his faith. He's understanding where his strength comes from. Number two, the production that he had in high school, you don't just have that production if you're not a really good player. And he's a football player. So I think the number one deal is he always has that chip on his shoulder. He always has a point to prove every single day that he walks in the building. But he carries himself in a way that is not arrogant, that he has that confidence about him, but he's still humble.
That concept that Bishop has a point to prove fuels his mindset. Scholarship or not.
Scholarship or not, I've been proving myself every day, and I feel like I have to earn it every day, because I remember, just remembering, they put you, they just not put you on that, so I got to continue to keep going, it's just another next step, I earned a scholarship. Now it's time to go perform at whatever level that looks like.
As he readies himself for his sophomore season, he hopes his legacy will be more than his production on the field.
That just isn't a football player. Like, I figure out like stuff like do like reading is like something I picked up on, or like just being around people, being like a good brother, you know, stuff like that. Like, cause you get so wrapped up in football, and I just feel like that's who I was. Like even coming out of high school, you know, that feeling these like I've done a lot of good stuff, not taking none of that away from me. You know, I'm happy that I've done that, but like you get to just think. You spent a lot of time thinking of like I'm bigger than a football player, like. And I just say that to like the youth, you know, like it's good to play football, but like don't let that be your identity. And I feel like I'm able to express myself more outside of football.
We'll get a glimpse of this new DeSean Bishop in Saturday's orange and white game, so certainly make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that conversation. Also airing today on Thursday is part 1 with Bert Bertelkamp and Jimmy Himes on the Rewind, where they actually go back before his years being on the headset to his playing days at Tennessee.
And then the thing that disrupted people the most, and my dad included, I don't know if he admitted it to you when he talked to you, but I visited Vanderbilt.
No, he didn't admit that.
Well, that wasn't popular. And Ron Bargatze, who was an assistant at Vanderbilt,
I know him.
And I've gotten to be friends with him over the years. He's a really good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Bird, just come visit. You know, I think you'll like it." They had the F Troop. You remember those guys?
I do.
And they had a good program. They had a good team, but Vanderbilt was just not a good word in my household. And my dad said, he said, well, you can go where you want. You know, my mother said, let him go. Let him do what he wants. It's not your decision. It's his. And your dad said, I know. But Vanderbilt? Really?
Again, that officially aired Thursday at 1 o'clock, so certainly make sure you go back to the homepage and give that a listen. We'll talk to you later this week.